Okay, so welcome to my first vlog, and I'm gonna try and keep my language from being salty. Not that I have a salty language, but one never knows. For my first vlog, video log, that's right, as all the kids are saying, we will be cutting up a pineapple. What you will need: a cutting board, a serrated knife. Don't mind my gorgeous, lovely knife. I'm getting more for my birthday. Shh. And a pineapple. Now, let's talk about this pineapple. This pineapple is not a great pineapple. This is our test pineapple. This is the one we will be working on. This is the end of July, which is actually the end of pineapple season. I have had this in my refrigerator for way too long. So this is really more of a demo pineapple. I've actually have a fresh pineapple that I had earlier and I cut up. Yummy, yummy goodness. Delicious. Now, I love pineapple. I can eat pineapple all day, every day. Well, maybe not all day, every day, because sometimes I need cheesecake, but that is beside the point. That being said, obviously, it's only good for certain parts of the year. A lot of times I will get canned pineapple. Nothing wrong with that. Try and get it in its own juices. Pineapple is already a sugary treat. You don't need more sugar. That's just looking for diabetes in a healthy way. Why? I don't know. Anyway, so let's get started. First thing you're going to do is you're going to turn your pineapple to the side. Let's move the knife because we enjoy having all of our digits. Now take your hand, hold on to the body of the pineapple. Take your other hand and gather up as much of the leaves as possible. And then all you're going to do is turn. And that pulls the leaves, the top of the pineapple off. Now this is not the world's best top. I'm probably going to discard it. But this one from the pineapple that I had earlier, I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to actually stick it in water, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later to grow it so I have another plant to slowly kill, because that is what I do to plants. They cry when they see me coming. Now, to cut up your pineapple, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your serrated knife and you're going to cut off the top. This is why it must be serrated. All right, so top's off, put that to the side. Now, let's cut off the bottom. Bottom is off. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to keep the bottom and the top, and I'm also going to keep the rind that we're about to cut off for a reason that I will tell you about in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Peace, baby. Look, it's like my... Never mind. Anyway, so what we'll do here is we're going to start to cut off the edges. You're going to lose some of the meat. That's okay. You won't lose too much. We're going to cut to take off that green rind. That is not tasty. You don't want to eat that. So, cut it off, turn. Cut it off, turn. Cut it off, turn. Cut it off. And I bet you can't guess how this is going to end. I know it's a cliffhanger. Cut it off. Now, what you are left with, other than a big pile of rind, is you've got maybe like a couple pieces of rind. We're going to cut those off. But you've also got these brown spots. Those brown spots are actually eyes. They hold some of the seeds. And we're going to cut those out because we don't need them. Now, I would have to say, though this pineapple has been sitting in my refrigerator for way too long, it smells just fine. It's actually probably pretty good. I'm still not going to test it because I've already got some. Now, to take out your eyes, I'm going to move away from the camera here. And I've got my peeler. You don't need a peeler. You can just use a little knife if you want to. But I have one. So what we're looking for here are the seeds. And we're going to pick those out. Now, if you're not feeling like you want to go through all this, that's understandable. It's not really for everyone. I had a little extra time. I'm probably not going to do all of them. I just want you guys to see what happens. But you can also just cut them out. Or, pick them out later. It's not really that deep. It's not that big a deal. You won't die. And contrary to what they tell you on the elementary schoolyard, you will not grow a pineapple in your stomach. That's not how babies are born. Found that out the hard way. Anyway, so you've got those out of there. Now, to cut up your pineapple for eating later, first thing you do, take your knife, slide it right down the middle. Now, if you will notice, that inner part is pretty stocky, pretty hard. You don't want to eat that. It's not that tasty. The texture is hard. Now, I know that there are some ways on the internet where you can soak it and blah, 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 and it will be soft and you can eat it. Seriously, not that deep. Just cut it out. Not worth it. At least not for me. Maybe for you. All right, so you've got it cut in half. Now let's cut it in quarters. And turn it. And we're going to basically just cut that stocky bit out. We don't need that. Toss that baby. I'm going to do that for each piece. I would have loved to have edited this for you guys, but as it is my first vlog, I am, let's just say I'm a little incapable in the editing department, as it were, and lazy. Lazy is probably the overriding feeling here of lazy. So, now that you have gotten your rind cut out, your stocky bits there cut out, we're now going to cut this up into pieces. You can cut it as small as you want. It's very simple to cut once you've done this. Look at that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. You can now tell people, yeah, I don't really bother with canned pineapple because I cut it up myself because, you know, I'm that kind of woman and I care for the world, which has nothing to do with anything, but it makes you sound really pretentious. And isn't that what we all want in life, to sound pretentious, but not tell people we're pretentious? Or is that just me? Anyway, so there we are. Simple. Very easy peasy. Now, in terms of the cost, a lot of times your pineapple, your whole pineapple, is going to net you more meat than just your little canned bit. And like I said, it's already a sweet fruit. You don't need to put sugar on it. Once you cut it up, it's good to go. You put it in your refrigerator. You're probably not going to keep it for a week because it's delicious. Why would you do that? Now, I think that we are pretty much done here. I am actually going to go and eat that because that's delicious. And I'm going to start on my next project. Oh, I promised you something. I promised you. I'm sorry. So here is my glass. It's got a chip in it. I don't use it for drinking anymore. So I'm going to put some water in it. Now I'm going to take the leaves of my pineapple and I'm going to just basically take off the bottom leaves. Now, just like anything else, when you're, you know, you can tell I'm not keeping that. Anytime you're going to soak any kind of plant, you want to take the leaves off. Now, what does this have to do with food? It's in my kitchen. It's fine. That's basically it. Just like I said, this blog is about anything that happens in my kitchen that I want to talk about. This is happening right now in my kitchen. So you're taking off as many of the leaves so that they're not hanging